G'day, it's Simon and James. Welcome back to Southeast Cars and Coffee. We have got a good turnout with some interesting cars in some perfect weather. What have you seen, James?
Yeah, it's a little slower today. We have our vice president at the Camp Pendleton just down the road, and so they've shut down the 5 North to fire some live munitions over from some ships onto the base. So a little quieter today, but we've got some really cool stuff. We have a crazy Ford GT that Bowden Auto House built. We have a couple cool McLarens. We have a really cool 3RS. We have an electric Porsche as well, a company called EVERRATI showcasing. It's just a good day.
Great classic Cadillac. I think it looked like about a 56 Cadillac just pulled in. A lot of really cool stuff. Hey, don't forget, if you come to Southeast Cars and Coffee, please remember, respect our rules. No speeding, no revving, no burnouts. That includes on the streets of San Clemente and getting on off the freeways. Mate, let's go for a walk and check some stuff out.
Let's do it. Starting off the exotics row with the RS6. This is my RS6 Avant, and it is the last time that you guys are going to see this. This car is officially sold and made way for a new vehicle, which I will show you guys probably next week, if not the week after. Absolutely love this car. It served us well here at Southeast Cars and Coffee. Here we have an absolutely stunning Lamborghini Diablo in the front row. I love this car so much. 5-speed manual, V12. It really doesn't get much better than this. Finished in a gorgeous gloss yellow. You can see a little bit of metallic flake in there as well. It's just so cool seeing these cars here. V12 in here. The 5-speed manual, yellow and red interior, bucket seats. Just such a cool time capsule. Seeing this car in the front row among the others. Very, very cool. Here we have a Lexus LFA in the front row this morning. God, this car is beautiful. Finished in white with a black and red interior. It is so cool seeing these cars out in the wild. I love that people still drive them. It's a car that deserves to be enjoyed. It's interesting seeing it by itself and not with 40 of its closest friends like we had about 6 months ago. That gathering was just wild, but seeing this here at the show, absolutely love it. You have the carbon fiber steering wheel, these bucket seats, which are just so, so cool. Such a timeless design. Absolutely love this car. So you guys know that we don't normally put trucks in the exotics row, but we have Josh here, who's been a longtime sponsor and supporter of the show. He brought out this 992 Turbo S, 850 horsepower on HREs, crazy build, and he said, hey, I have these 2 trucks with me. Can we put them in the front row? And they're not just any trucks. We have a crazy Raptor, and then next to it, an F-150 that he's built out with this crazy like off-road setup that makes the Raptor look like a really small truck, which is kind of crazy to say. But you see them side by side, and it is just absolutely wild. You can see like pretty much a full body replacement on this car. Crazy lift kit, has the 5.0 in it as well, so he did it right. Single cab, just a crazy build on this thing. Look at how wide it is. So sick. The turbo is beautiful as well. You have a beautiful metallic paint on it. Thing makes around 850 horsepower. These HREs, think the R101LWs or something similar. Finished in a stone clear. So cool. Here we have 3 heavy-hitting cars to end off this overflow exotics row. First of all, we have an Evo Max, which is based on a 1994 911. It's just such a crazy car. It's rebodied, so not too dissimilar to a Singer or something similar, but absolutely stunning. You can see it has the modern 911 buckets in there from the 992, so the 918 buckets. A redone interior, just so cool. Absolutely love it. And then next to it, we have the SF90 that you guys have seen here many times before, the Assetto Fiorano package with mismatching wheels. Actually, you have carbon wheels on the front, then you have the BBSs on the back, and then we have a beautiful Mark 1 Ford GT. Absolutely stunning. I believe this is the one that was built by the guys over at Bowden Auto House, but crazy. Between these 3, between the Evo Max, the SF90, or the GT, which one would you guys take? Comment it down below.
This is this EVERRATI Porsche we were talking about. It's super cool. Look at how clean it is, and it is electric. That is correct. You're not going to get any flat 6 sound out of this car. It looks so cool. It's got HREs on there, of course. But it was so interesting seeing this thing rolling in, not hearing it roll in. Very pretty interior in there. Look at the materials that they've used in the dash. Still has instrumentation. I wish you could smell the interior. The quality of that leather is obviously through the roof, but just a very, very pretty car. Right-hand drive, of course. Really great to have it at the show. Great looking Chevy Blazer here. You know, we often see resto modern Broncos, but not as many Blazers. This is super nice. Love the wheels on it. They look very, very, very retro. Beautiful interior. And have a look at that. It's actually the interior out of a new Chevy truck in there, which is super cool. So it looks like we're looking at a current model Chevy truck. All the seats, just wonderful, wonderful. We're going to come up and have a look under the hood in a moment, but there is some magic going on underneath there as well. Just amazing to look in there and see that modern steering wheel. So under here, it's like a brand new truck. I mean, all the electronics are underneath here. Running this newer version Chevy engine, not an LS, more of an LT model, but Whipple supercharger on the top. Massive pulley on there. It's actually a 4.625. Unless it's got a large balancer, which it doesn't, it means it's not making a lot of boost. It's probably only making sort of 5 or 6 pounds of boost in there. But it looks so good underneath there, doesn't it? Really great build. Next to it, I want to point this out as well. Wonderful looking Pontiac GTO. I think this is a 65. I love those triple carbs on the top of it. The wheels look so perfect. The black color on it is just perfect. This is such a pretty car. Her shifter in there. Oh man, this is lovely. Back end on it is pretty. Love this, all this chrome work underneath here. And it is, yeah, look at that Hurst equipped on the back. Wonderful, wonderful car. Hurst wheels on it as well. So it is a Hurst edition as well. So two very different cars. Super cool seeing these two side by side. I always get a little nervous when people tell me to hop in their vehicles. So do you come here often? And these two at the back, they're not having a lot to say either. Isn't this great? Don't forget Halloween coming up. Don't be afraid to decorate your car for Halloween like this amazing Volkswagen bus. Morgan pull in before. It is so beautiful. You know, Morgan is one of those companies that hasn't really changed in the way they build motor vehicles in decades. Still using things like wooden frames, but interesting this, you look at it, you can tell the body style is all original, but just some of the things like the headlights, for example, you can tell this is a more modern derivative, but it's still got the wire wheels in there. Seats are a little bit more modern. Same with the instrumentation, you've got a digital dash there, but you've still got an analog tack and speedo over that side, and an automatic, which is rather interesting, whereas most Morgans were designed to be, I guess, little track day cars, sort of cruisers. This Plus 4 is designed a little different. Very cool. Great little Porsche Spyder replica here. Isn't this pretty? The colour suits it, the interior is beautiful. It's just a pretty little car. Wow. This is great. Really, really nice. Love it on every angle. This is a pretty car, sir. How long have you owned it?
Since 1992.
Excellent. And it's a replica, correct?
It's a replica.
But it's so beautifully done. Did you get it done yourself, or
Yes.
You did? Excellent.
The body's from vintage Porsche Spyder in Westminster, and the guy that did the engine, Mike Volkswagen, he won the Baja 500, so he knew how to keep these engines going and cool. It's got oil coolers and everything.
That's very cool. Well, thank you for bringing it out today. It's very nice. Okay, so this is cool. Great lineup of 4 little S2000s. Also, should point out over here, great little 240Z that looks like it's just about to leave us. But what a great little car. Really clean, nice wheels on this one. Nice wheels over here, these sort of globe light looking wheels. This one we've had it at the show before, had a lot of really cool work done on it. Really clean engine on it, and last one up here, this red one. From memory, this had some cool stuff in the interior, had some painting, if I recall, on the door trims and also on the handbrake as well. So Nice seats in this guy as well. Great to see this lineup of awesome little cars. Well, this is pretty cool. Look at this Cadillac. I mentioned this in the intro. I saw this come in this sort of butternut color. Just so pretty. Massive big old Cadillac. Coupe de Ville, just so good. Interesting thing, see the magic eye on the dash? That would be looking out for headlights coming from the opposite direction and actually dipping them so you didn't have to do that manually. And then that imposing rear end over here. Just wonderful, wonderful car. Now, not to be outdone, next to it, these folks look like they're leaving us now. Love this 1957. This is absolutely beautiful. The covers over the wheels at the back, those imposing fins at the back, the twin antennas. Love the cover over the spare wheel. Louvers in the back. The other thing I loved about this era is the matching trim color. If you look inside, the trim actually matches the paint color, as does the dash, as does the steering wheel. Oh my goodness.
And that's a litter bag.
Oh, that is so crazy. So a litter bag
ashtray.
and an original ashtray and this original like tissue box in there as well. That is so cool. So many great features. Love the wheels on this thing, the white wall tires, that front end. Two pretty cars from an amazing era in GM's history. Oh, this is a thing of beauty over here. This is a V12 E-Type Jag, the car that Enzo Ferrari himself said was the most beautiful car in the world, and he should know something about it. Interesting things, these lovely steel wheels. I think originally these wheels were actually made by Dunlop from memory. Under the hood, the magic, the V12 with those downdraft Webers. I don't know who you would turn to actually tune these days. This is you tune it yourself? That is super cool. There's some really nice things about it. Look at the way that the throttle linkage comes up and affects and transfers across to these other linkages. It's just absolutely beautiful. Everything these days is done with drive-by-wire. Throttle bodies, accelerator pedals, like everything's drive-by-wire. Back in this day, it was all a mechanical connection, and those wonderful bearing linkages. Here we go, look at this. I didn't want to do that, potentially cause it to flood, but look at that. Down in there you got the distributor, but with 12 plug leads coming out of it. Just wonderful. Then, of course, that classic British interior, wonderful leather. Simple instrumentation, the way it should be here in front of you. You got the tacho and the speedo, and then everything else that matters over there. Oil pressure, temperature, those sort of things. Come around to the back, and aside from that wonderful V12 badge that's there, look at the exhaust that's on this thing. I'll get out of the light so you can actually see it. Very cool. What a wonderful car. I walked up to this and thought, this is interesting. Looks cool, nice wheels, wide body. It's a Trackhawk, but notice something is missing, as in a back door. So somebody's basically created a two-door Trackhawk, got a big hood on the front of it, wide body kit, which is pretty cool. Somebody's done a really, really good job of this. And of course the Trackhawk, the cool thing about it is you've basically got a Hellcat motor that you're starting off with. So not only the two-door version of this, but have a look next door, the guy was saying to me as well. So the TRX, which of course is the supercharged version of the Ram, check this thing out. Single cab version of it. Super cool. So great that they've done that as well. And then next to it, just to keep up as well, Shelby version of the Raptor, which is super cool. That's actually a really interesting lineup of American muscle. Love that somebody's putting the time into it.
That is it for a chill week here at South OC Cars and Coffee. Thank you guys so much for coming out, for watching the video. Please remember, if you are attending the event, respect our rules, no revving, no speeding, no burnouts. That includes on the property, driving through the streets of Sanctimony, and then getting on and off those freeways. I want to say a massive thank you to all the sponsors. We have the brackets here, Way Marketing, McGuire's, Mazda, Next Level Auto Protection, iAccident Lawyers, Go Mobile Tire, Sierra Ineos, Grenadier, European Exotic Center, Hillbank Motor Corporation, and of course MagnaFlow and Canberg as well. I do want to say a massive thank you to all the volunteers as well for coming out and helping us put on this event each and every week. We could not do it without you guys. Remember, if you want to become a volunteer, hit us up on Instagram at South OC Cars and Coffee Merch. It's So we handle all the volunteer rostering, and then while you're over there, check out some of our hats, hoodies, t-shirts, stickers, everything you guys could possibly want from Southwest Cars and Coffee merch. If you are volunteering, you get to bring your car in before 8:30, and then Ruby's Anna provides free coffee and donut for everyone helping us out.
Yeah, big thank you to Ruby's for doing that and also feeding the masses, and a massive thank you to the Outlets of San Clemente for allowing us to be here. Remember, if you need to do any shopping, go to the movies, grab a coffee, whatever, come to the Outlets, tell them Southwest Cars and Coffee sent you. Well, that is it. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. We'll see you back here next week for another Southwest Cars and Coffee.
Thank you guys.